The Red Solstice. The Red Solstice is a top-down real-time strategic shooter by Ironward, similar to XCOM but real-time instead of turn-based. You follow the story of Tyler, a member of Team Blacklight sent to investigate a rebellion uprising in one of the colonies on Mars. You're separated from the rest of your squad save for 3 others. Your mission is to find out what happened here and where a high-level official, John Erebus, is. You quickly learn that the virus that helped destroy the Earth has reappeared here and have to fight your way to all of the objectives. You start off separated from everyone, and this is how the game teaches you basic movement and combat, which is fine to be tedious, as that makes sense as you need to teach a brand new player. But the entirety of the first level is quite possibly one of the worst tutorial levels I've ever played. It's bland gameplay through the level, lingering cutscene.
Stay cautious. I'll reach you.
Incessant hand-holding more than is needed in a tutorial level, and bad voice acting.
What the hell happened here? Power's out.
Just made me want to put the game down before I'd even played it. This is also where the game introduces you to strategic mode, where you press space, time slows to 10%, and you can press tab in order to cycle through characters and send them to different strategic positions. This is an incredibly nice feature which allows for the heavy strategic side of the game to shine, sending individual units to different cover while others set up turrets, which, side note, while the time for activating a turret is completely fair considering what they do, this time makes them almost worthless later, as by the time they're activated, you'll probably lose a party member, or everything else will already be dead. Anyway, my only problem with strategic mode is that the sound effects stay at the original full speed instead of slowing down to their relative speed. However, if you can make it through that first level, the second level is actually quite challenging and interesting. In the second level you learn about swarm nests. They spawn monsters and act as an anti-rush countermeasure, but more on that later. And your inventory. This level is actually quite fun, as it isn't just a run and gun like the first level. You have to take your time to destroy the nests, stand your ground to boost your damage with adaptable armor and to clear when monsters have spawned, get ammo, and to heal, all before progressing further into the level. However, saying this, the way to destroy the nest is with resonators, which take up 1 inventory slot, and as you progress through the level you'll find other items using Taylor, many of which are necessary to progress, such as resonators and explosive charges, which gets to be a problem when you have 9 types of items and only 6 main inventory slots. You can access the inventory slots of other characters than your party, however, since this requires you to enter strategic mode, then switch to a character, then find the item again, then pick it up, then switch back to Taylor, then press F2 in order to get them to follow you again, this makes it incredibly tedious to pick up more than 6 items at any time, which is a requirement. I'm conflicted by the combat for this game, as theoretically, it's a high-intensity, strategic, and micromanagement heavy combat, which is actually really enjoyable, but when actually fighting, it's more send your people to cover, take your hands off your keyboard, till it's safe. Finding your objectives is another monumental pain in my heart, as the scroll speed for the game is horrendously slow. So if you're trying to find the next swarm nest to destroy, you're doing this while your squad is getting swarmed by the monsters. While the scroll speed is horrible, the animations for everything in the top-down camera view are done incredibly. The angle is just right and everything seems smooth. In terms of level design, they are realistic for the sorts of streets you'd expect from a war-torn city, with debris everywhere and even blocking a path. But the buildings, specifically some of the rooms within, seem much smaller than they should be. There's barely enough space to fit a cabinet in some. The block parts of the road take multiple explosive charges to break through, which, while realistic and makes sense, can stagnate gameplay and make it tedious and just plain annoying to progress. The soundtrack for the game is highly atmospheric and fits with the game incredibly well. Each of your characters levels separately, and as with inventory, in order to spend your energy levels, equivalent skill points, you must either scroll to them using strategic mode and assign them, or wait until you start a new level and assign them there on your character overlay screen. In here you can also customize the loadouts of all characters, including weapons and bullet type. Each character also has a small backstory that does not affect gameplay, because your level of connection to each of your characters. Overall, this game has a lot of potential, with nice graphics, theoretically intense strategic combat, but is let down by the hands-free combat, unrealistic level design, and absolutely horrendous introductory level, and bad voice acting throughout, and therefore only gains a rating of 5 out of 10 from me. You can currently pick it up from the Steam store for $7.99 US if you so wish. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video that was made possible by my partners over at BigBossBattles.com. Head there for some high-quality reviews and gaming news. Link in the description below or on your screen right here. And if you did enjoy them, please also subscribe to me for more. I'll see you in the next one. Wow, very little bloopers there. Like, that was smooth. I'm kind of proud of myself. Sick. The Red Solstice is a oh my god, I didn't move this. Hang on, before I do this. Whoop whoop. Finding objectives is a while the scroll screen. I should not be doing this. I'm so tired. It's a bad idea. I need to pump up. I'm gonna listen to Pump It by Black Eyed Peas. That might help. You know, that worked. I'm fucking pumped. Alright, 2 things to say. 1, that girl has some insane psychokinetic shit going on. And 2, I am 90% sure that, I think it's Zach from College Humor was in that. 90%.